everybody, it's your girl Hannah V and welcome back to my channel. So if you read the title of today's video, then you know today's an opinion piece and I'm going to be giving y'all the 411 about what I think about this situation. But before we get into it, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video on this channel. And also go ahead and follow me on all social medias at Hannah Burnell W. You guys, please ignore the makeup palettes behind me. Like, I am technically in the middle of cleaning up and decided that I need to film this video or these videos because I'm batch filming as usual. But, you know, I was doing something completely else and I was like, let me throw a face on real quick and have this conversation with y'all because I'm tired of just having it with my friends and us all concurring that this is absolutely ridiculous. But let's just get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a disclaimer. There is no argument that anybody can make that will make me change my opinion about the things that I'm about to say about women's bodies. Like, you cannot make me change my opinion. You can't do it. So I'm a person that believes in full bodily autonomy. What that basically means is that people have control over their own bodies and what happens to them. And so I feel, as a person who lives my life different from the next person, that there's absolutely no situation that is okay for somebody to critique you about the shape of your body, especially if they're like, they don't know you, they're not a personal trainer, they're not a doctor. You know, I ain't even gonna say personal trainer because I've had beef with personal trainers too, like about how they market their sessions or their services rather. I've had arguments about it because I was just like, I don't know, if it feels like you body shaming a little bit and you trying to embarrass people into getting in shape, and I don't like that. So yeah, let's just start off. And I have a list of body types that I'm sick and tired of people talking about. Okay, so the first body type is girls who are muscular. And muscular girls and fit girls, I feel like, are two different categories. Like, you know what I'm talking about when I say muscular girls. Like, girls who you would think maybe build muscle for competition after a while. Like, they are just muscular girl. They're strong women. Yeah, everybody's cup of tea is not everybody's cup of tea. Okay? So, when I think about muscular girls, the first thing that I think about is I wish I was that committed to the gym and to a lifestyle, because I am not, okay? Like, I go to the gym and I work out, but not enough to produce those type of results. So, like, for women and men to say that a woman loses her femininity when she decides that she wants a more muscular frame, that she wants to be able to lift 335 pounds just because, or 500 pounds just because, I don't think it's fair that folks question their femininity. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, just because I have this body type doesn't mean I still don't like the things that women do. And even in saying that, like, people come to what femininity is differently. Like, everybody's female experience is different, and that is whether you are a cisgender female or someone who is transitioning or someone who's non-binary or someone who is just female identifying. Like, everybody's journey to womanhood is different, you know? So I kind of feel like the room to talk. And then the types of people that talk about most body types, not just women, but the types of people that talk about these other body types are usually on the complete opposite end of the spectrum of that person's body type. And I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like it feels more like throwing stones to me, you know, because I don't know. I don't like it. Like, it irks me because I think it's completely unacceptable, especially from other women. I feel like it's completely unacceptable. The next body type is like the mom bod. So, like, women who have had babies that maybe have stretch marks or maybe have loose skin. Like, there are so many things that happen during pregnancy that literally result in women having medical conditions related to their physical appearance, that I think that it's also not okay to talk about women who have had children. They have made the ultimate sacrifice with their body, and that is creating a human and birthing it and taking care of it. So I think that it's weird. I think it's absolutely weird when women, especially, because I don't ever fully expect men to understand the weight of patriarchy that they have or the weight that their words have. Sometimes men say things and it goes off our body like a water on a duck because we're like, you can never understand what body image is like for a woman, you know? So yeah, women who have had babies have played the ultimate sacrifice. I find it absolutely disgusting when other women make comments about how other folks' bodies have not snapped back, or how other folks' bodies have not gotten back to what they are. Like, I don't know. It sickens me. It worries me because of the amount of obsession, like getting on the shade room and seeing other people comment on like people's bodies, or seeing Miracle Watts has been super transparent about her postpartum journey and how she's like not happy with how she looks now that she's had a baby. And I find it absolutely crazy when I get in the comments and see women that are like further kicking her down. Like, it does not make sense to me. Most of my comments are gonna be like, it doesn't make sense to me, you know, because there are literally things that happen that you have no control over once you get pregnant, and things that happen after you get pregnant. Like, there's no solution. Like, even for the women who get the mommy makeovers and get tummy tucks, if they have a severe amount of stretch marks, you can still see the stretch marks on their stomach even after they've had surgery. I don't understand why another woman, even like women who have been through the process of birthing a child, would come back and say something negative about another woman who doesn't have the same genetic makeup as her and her body did not go through the same process. It's crazy. Stop doing that. You look crazy, sis. Okay. Gym bodies. Remember how I said that gym bodies and muscular bodies for me are in two different categories? So I have a few friends. I'm not going to call them friends. Well, one of them is a friend, yes, but like the other girls are like just social media people that I've met through social media but haven't met in person. So I know a lot of people that are in different stages of their gym journeys and also have different body types because genetics, right? So I know some girls who are in the gym, like they work out, that's what they do. And they are very thin. They have muscle tone. They're completely healthy. They were already small people, if that makes sense. Like, their makeup was small and they decided to go to the gym and tone that up, and now they look smaller. But that's, you know, I have friends that look like that. I have friends that are not quite bodybuilder girls, not quite, you know, muscular girls, but are toned girls. Who have built muscles in the right places and look amazing and are not necessarily like super thin, but aren't super muscular, just like, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, enough to say that I'm in shape, you know? And I do hear guys comment and women comment about how they don't like those body types. My biggest issue with people saying that they don't like any type of body type is like, why do you feel the need to tell us? Which is my biggest issue with like a lot of things. Like, why do you feel the need to tell us? Keep that to yourself. But you know, for me, everything goes to the next level when people are confident enough to make those statements to your face, or in your pictures or things like that, or like use these type of women in like memes or whatever. Like, don't do that. I don't see a lot of women arguing with these body types as much, or women leaving negative comments about these body types as much. You will sometimes see girls pick on girls who are thinner, and I, again, don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it at all. Maybe it's because like I have been a variety of body types. Like, growing up, and I feel like body dysmorphia kind of played into like being picked on about how I looked, especially by my family. Like, growing up, I was always too thin. So it was always, you need to gain weight, you need to get thicker, you need to do something, you need to eat more food. And my mama was like, she's eating. Okay? For sure she's eating, but she's active. You know, I have never not been active. I'm pretty much like, once I got out of elementary school, because I was a little chunky when I was like an actual kid. But as soon as I got out of elementary school, honey, I was in everything. I was dancing, I was swimming, I was playing volleyball. Like, a few years later, I was playing volleyball year round. I was, you know, basketball, cheerleading, like everything. Like, I was a really active kid growing up. And so by the time I hit high school, I was barely over the 100-pound mark. Barely, okay? And by the time I left college, I was barely over the 130 pound mark. So that means I only gained 30 pounds my entire time I was in undergrad. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm giving myself 5 pounds. I really say 125 through the majority of me being at Jackson State. It's crazy. So, you know, I always felt like you're too thin and now you're getting too big has always played a part in how I viewed myself in a sense. Cause like, let's be real, body dysmorphia is real. Looking at yourself in the mirror and not liking what you see is real. Or looking at yourself in the mirror and wishing you could adjust how you look is very real as well. And so like, you know, these comments never came from the men in my family. They always came from the women in my family. Just how like growing up and growing to camps and everything else, these comments always came from other women. They never came from men, like ever. No man has ever complained about how I look. I think my daddy might call me thick once. But the type of father I have, he has talked more about me not having my hair done or my nails done than how I have ever physically looked in terms of my body shape. Like he, you know, it's just weird. And the next size of people I want to talk about are the plus size girls. So like, I am an advocate for you can be a certain size and still be healthy. I don't like it when people say, oh, you're too big, there must be something going on, because that's not always necessarily true. Some people come out really lucky in the genetic pool where they are immune to everything and they're fine, you know. I just don't like how big girls are treated in general. Like, I don't like how people treat Lizzo, you know. And like, when I think about the difference is, when Monique was a big girl, it was always, I'm aging myself, okay? When Monique was a big girl, it was okay because she was funny. And being big was a part of her jokes, you know? Like, I can joke about myself being big, I'm okay. Like, through the Parkers, her stand-up comedy, like everything. That was always part of it. I'm big, I know I'm big, let's laugh about it, woo-de-woo. Then you have a girl like Lizzo comes around, and she does the thing that people tell us to do all the time is you should be happy with how you look. Embrace yourself, you know, be okay with you. And she's exuding so much confidence as a big woman that it literally annoys everybody. And so it brings me to like the point where it's only okay to be a big girl and be confident if you laugh at yourself. But it's really not because we're laughing with you. We're still laughing at you. You said it, so we feel like it's okay to laugh because you're laughing. That's how I feel like plus size women get treated, and I don't like that. Like, granted, we are in a time and age now where plus size women are being, people are being more inclusive to plus size women, which means, you know, we have all these brands that include all these sizes now. We're thinking about people. We're thinking about how shapewear works on bigger people. We're thinking about how clothes fit them. Like, to be completely honest, the plus size girlies are killing the fashion game, okay? Like, plus size clothing has even come leaps and bounds because big women deserve to look and feel confident the same way anybody else does. But like, other women are so quick to complain about that. And like, I don't understand. Like, Monique was fine, but Lizzo is not. Don't like it. No. It's don't do that. And I also feel like people misunderstand people embracing their body sizes as people advocating for it's okay to be unhealthy. And that is not always what that is. Those two things are not synonymous. They don't equal to each other, you know? Like, that's not what it is. Like, you can be okay with how you look and know that you are heading in a direction that is not healthy for you, or you've been advised by a medical professional that maybe you need to lose a few pounds, and so you're like, dang, now I gotta lose weight, because that's literally what happened to Monique. She was okay, and then the doctor said, you're unhealthy, lose some weight, and she did that. And then y'all complained that she was skinny. So like, I don't know what y'all want, to be honest. But it definitely is all under the umbrella of body shaming, because people don't have an idea about what the perfect female body looks like, and there is no such thing as the perfect female body, but people don't have an idea of that. The only person that has an idea of that are women. Or the people who are exhuming femininity. Like, we have an idea about what that looks like, and it's all individualized, you know? Like, what I think the perfect body is not what the next person thinks the perfect body is. There are people that share similar ideas about what they think the perfect body should look like, but like, it doesn't exist. There's way too many opinions that go into that. So it literally just doesn't exist. And y'all are killing me, okay? The last body type I have on my list, which is not, is it a body type? I think the pandemic turned it into a body type, but I don't think it was really like a body type before. Not the way people have made it into a big deal now. And that is surgery bodies. And I am not speaking as a girl that has had surgery. I'm speaking as somebody that has watched people tear down surgery bodies on the internet for a very long time. I think it's also disgusting, especially the fact that it's women that's doing it. And so women are the main ones that I feel like of course there's a level of insecurity in all of us. Let's be 100% transparent. Like, there is, but sometimes it's not for ourselves. Sometimes it's not necessarily for ourselves, but sometimes it's for ourselves through somebody else, you know, like comparison, if that makes sense. So like, I have seen women who are anti-plastic surgery speak out against women who have had plastic surgery, and regardless of what that woman's results were, she has her own reason for doing so. And I think that it's really offensive to say, you got this done so that you could attract men, you got this done so that you could look like a stripper, you got this done so that, you know, like, there has to be something psychologically wrong with you. Like, I find that to be mega offensive. And I'm not just speaking as someone that is a part of that plastic surgery community. You can ask my friends. I have been saying this since before I even knew there was an affordable way for me to get surgery. Like, I think that it's so weird that there are like a gang of women who are dedicated to pointing out people who have had surgery or not and throwing them under the bus. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't care if the body is botched or if it's perfect or anything. I think that it's weird. I think that you come off obsessive. Folks have said things like, maybe they're saying this because they want it done and they can't afford it. Maybe they're saying this because they want it done and they don't know what it takes. Maybe they're saying this because the media only publicizes like the bad stories. But like, for every 1,000 surgeries, there's probably 50 deaths. Like, let's be clear. You're only going to hear about the bad stuff because unsuccessful things, negativity is what makes news. Positive things are not going to make news. If there's 1,000 successful surgeries, why would somebody write an article about a girl or like 100 girls having a successful surgery per day? Why would they do that? It's not going to make any money. It's not going to generate any buzz, you know? It's kind of like a common sense kind of factor that people use the media to scare them in and out of things. And the media is also a tool to scare people. Like, did we all not take a journalism class in high school? Probably didn't. But yeah, I feel like, you know, I don't know. Like, I have said this in a bunch of videos, but like, the majority of my negative comments have been for women. Have been for women that have different body types. Have been for women with body types that I have admired. And like, I don't know, I've just had so much said about me. Have been from women who have completely different body types. I think I said that already. But like, I've had a lot of stuff said about me. People that I thought were friends have said things about me. And I don't know. I think it's mad weird. It's not a joke. It's offensive. I'm upset. But again, I have been through worse things in my life. So I look past those type of comments, because it doesn't matter how many times you tell the world about your reason. The people are going to assume a different reason, and people are always going to try to critique you and flag you for what they think you should have done or what they think you did need. Okay. So, you know, before I got my surgery done, it was OMG, you know, we're so happy you're doing it for yourself. Then in the midst of me recovering, it was a lot of disrespect, like a lot. And then when I finally started popping back out, it was some silence, but it was also still questions, I guess you could say. But you can tell the difference between a genuine question and a disingenuous question. So, you know, I don't know, people just felt ways. And like backhanded compliments, you know, is also a thing. So I'm irked. At the end of the day, it's all body shaming. And I think girls don't realize that it is all body shaming, and like that is a reason. Like I've seen so many people be like, oh, I'm an advocate for women and I'll never speak down on a woman, but like literally body shame a specific type of person, and them themselves are physically on the opposite side of the spectrum. Like, I don't get it. People are just bold, I guess. I don't know. But that is the end of my rant. It really is kind of a rant because I'm sick and upset. Me and Brian talk about this all the time. Like, it just doesn't make sense. What's not clicking, Steven? Like, it's ridiculous and it's offensive and it's like just not okay. Like, it's weird. It's weird behavior. So yeah, that is the end of my rant. This is your sacred reminder to hit the notification bell and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on all forms of social media at HannahBennellW, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.